And we're live. PKA.
They can get pretty pricey. I mean, I've put, some years on the road, I've put, 40, 50,000 miles on. So you're going to get, and also a lot of highway driving, you're going to get trucks kicking up chips.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an important thing to be able to have, especially because I have to cover it on the rental car. Because that's the fucking scam. That rental car insurance is bullshit, because if you have a decent credit card, you're covered.
Yep.
Like if you have a decent credit card, your deductible is going to be like $25.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to work at a rental car place, and I remember they would train us to combat the credit card response, where they'd be like, some people will say that their American Express covers their rental insurance. And then after doing like a little bit of cursory research, even writing to people, I was like, oh, well, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Like it does. Like there's no reason for them to buy anything else. And what you really don't want to do, don't use that MasterCard or Amex insurance. That's going to make your rate go up more than your insurance would, because they'll try and fool you at rental car places and be like, well, your insurance might not cover this car. And it's like, no, it does. Unless you buy the most bullshit liability only insurance, you're fucking fine in a rental car. I got a rental car here 4 days ago, and my girlfriend booked it all, and she was like, hey, Fox rental car has the cheapest rates. And I was like, oh, I know Fox, because we all, when I worked at a rental car place in the airport, we all saw the other fucking stands, and Fox is full of degenerates and shitty cars. And I was like, whatever, can't be that bad. We'll get a Fox car. We have a Mitsubishi Road Shaker, I guess. I don't know what the name of it is, but I know that if you go above 65 miles an hour, this thing trembles. Absolutely trembles.
It's the opposite of the plot of Speed.
Yeah, it's terrible. And it is a rental car.
Miles an hour to explode.
It's a rental car with 34,000 miles. And that may not sound like a lot, but if you work in the rental industry, a 34,000 mile car is like meeting a 30-year-old dog.
It's like a 45-year-old.
There's a reason it's as shitty as it is right now. Yeah, it's meeting a 45-year-old prostitute, a 25-year-old dog.
Those are hard miles.
What happens if you put it in reverse on a highway?
Well, and now every rental
only one way to
car I'm into, I'll be like, why does it drive so shitty? And then I'll be like, oh, wait, I know why, because I used to drive these, and you whip them around like you're mad at them, like most of the time.
Also, the other thing, if I could give anybody renting a car advice, never fucking get the gas. Never. Like in order for that math to work, you have to return that car bone dry. You have to push it into the lot in order to make your money on that.
Never prepay your gas. Make sure if you're going with a skeevy rental company, you take account of all the little tiny nicks and dings on the car prior. Like if you're going through like Hertz or Enterprise or one of the big ones, like that, they're not going to hold your feet to the fire over a little fleck.
That's my biggest one. Is bring it back full of gas, because if you make them fill it up, they're going to charge you like They're going to charge you the same price it costs to get drag race racing fuel that I used to buy back in the day. You can buy 110 octane racing fuel cheaper than what they've got over at fucking the rental car place. Name one, CarMax or whatever the fuck.
I remember people coming back into the return lane when I worked at the airport, and they would forget to fill up, and I would like go and check the gas and the mileage and everything with a little handheld return thing. And then I would like enter in. They'd be like, oh, man, I'm so sorry. We forgot to get the gas. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I'll tell you how much it is. And it would be like almost like a quarter tank. And like before I would hit enter, it would be like $95 charge for gas. And I'd be like, no, back it up. Let's say that it's 3/4 full. I feel like a crook doing this. And I would just retroactively change it for them.
I wish I'd been the one with my hands on the scale.
Sometimes I do, like I get
it's a little below a quarter. Actually,
I get a little cheap on the full tank thing, because you fill a tank and it hits the F, then you can fit like 3 more gallons in there sometimes, depending on the car or truck. But all I need to do is fill it enough so that we can agree it's near the F. I can save myself $6.
I would always
I'd
take
be
the
one
side
guy
of the
lowering a fucking string down in there.
Full means I can see it from the fill spout.
A little bit of kerosene mixed in there. He's getting cheap on us.
Yeah, the other trick I would do is, sorry, my camera battery ran out. I defaulted to a
You're
weird
good.
wide angle. But the other trick that I would always do is you fill it up about 20 miles from the airport, because it still shows full.
Yep.
And like, if they're gonna gouge you so much on this shit, I have no problem taking a gallon of gas from them.
Yeah, that's
like
similar to my tip.
The amount of fucking times, what Taylor was saying about how they're trained, the amount of times that they'll say to you, like, well, which insurance do you want? Not like, do you want the car rental insurance?
Yep.
But like, as if you have a choice of like, do you want the basic or do you want the advanced? And it's like, I want the none.
Oh, God.
Taylor has
You're preaching to the choir. I'm just telling you, pro tip, Steve, you want a free upgrade into anything you want, book something little, and then tell whatever agent there that you'll buy roadside assistance protection if they will give you a free upgrade, because they'll get credit for the sale and you get a free upgrade.
Oh, I got a much better way of doing it.
Go for it.
I actually practice my acting in this environment. Like, I've decided what I do. I book an economy every time, and I get to the counter. And first of all, I don't book with Fox, because you try to pull this shit with like Fox or Dollar or Budget, they'll just be like, we don't give a fuck. We hate our jobs. We're putting you in a bicycle.
No, they might mug you. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you rent with a reputable company, there are like, I think there are 5 reputable companies. If you rent with any of them, so I get to the counter, I have an economy, and I just say to them, I go, what size did they book me in? I booked my own thing, but I just say they as if it's a company. They say, oh, it's an economy. I go, oh my God, again. Of all things today, first the flight's delayed, then my luggage, now fucking economy car. You got to be kidding me. And every fucking time, it is literally every time it's worked. Sometimes they'll go, okay, compact. Sometimes they'll go like midsize. I've had them give me a convertible. They're just like, I'm having a rough day. Let me help them out.
Sometimes, and a lot of the time, they're just giving you something that's left over. If someone asks for an upgrade, it's like, hey, we got this fucking 40,000 mile Mustang convertible that nobody wants. Throw it to that guy. Tell him it's a free upgrade. Like, that's usually how it goes. An easier way to get discounts is you go up there, just like Steve said, you book your own car, and then you get up there and you say, I'm here with Pepsi corporate, or with any corporate account. I'm here with Monsanto. I'm here with Pepsi. I'm here with Coke. And if they say, I don't see the discount corporate code put in there, you just go, of course, again, can you go in the back and find out the code? I don't remember the letters. And then what they'll do is they'll go in the back, they'll figure out the corporate code, come out to whatever corporation you said you work from, type that in, and then suddenly you're paying a third of the price because they have corporate,
That works. That'll actually work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That'll work.
My favorite dumb rental car salesman moment was I rented a car. And it was they gave me a convertible, and I go out and I put my luggage in it, and I go to start the car, and it's got like a little rumble to it. I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna drive 8 hours on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I flag the salesman over and I go, hey, this car, the engine is rumbling already. And he listens and he's like, oh yeah, that's a problem. Okay, we'll head in. And I was like, is it possible to just switch it out? I have all my luggage here already. And I had like a bunch of bags. It was the beginning of a long trip, and I had already put them in the car. And I was like, can you just switch it out? And he goes, oh no, it's fine. Don't worry. And he takes the keys and he like locks the car. And I just look at him and I look back at the car because it's convertible, and I just take the bags out of the car he just locked. Like, how would this?
What the fuck is that about?
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, the whole rental car industry is ridiculous. They let their employees do whatever they want with pricing. It's don't buy shit from them. My advice.
And I never buy. Anyone who buys a rental car, I'm just like, are you fucking insane? Like, you're gonna buy a car that people, because when I drive a rental car, I don't give a fuck about the transmission. I don't like slowly press the gas, because I know that over the course of years that wears it down.
And by the
now
way,
imagine being an employee. Yeah, and how they whip them around and drive them.
If you're buying at CarMax and you notice they have like 14 of the same car that you might be interested in, it came from a rental place. That's where they get them. They just got a bunch of them. Those are all rentals.
That's why
if you get a rental car, like a used one with less than 10,000 miles, it's probably not bad at all because
Okay.
like reputable companies like Hertz, Enterprise, whatever, like they have liability issues if they don't get all of the maintenance done on those. You buy a rental car at 30,000 miles, good fucking luck. That thing has been fucked in. It has been fought in. It has every bit of debauchery
It's killed a man.
has occurred in that Honda you're about to purchase.
I don't know what to say. I bought this used car and now I'm pregnant. I think it was semen on the seat.
Should have got the perma plate.
Oh man, that's funny.